So, it's sex. It's sex, sex, sex all day long. Sex, sex, sex while I'm singing this song. It's sex week, and I don't know what that was. It's sex week, and I'm with Lou. I don't know how the do's and don'ts turned into a let me tell you about my first time, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna because unlike AJ's mom, my mom won't shut it off. And even though me and my mom are best friends, she's still my mother. And as exciting as it is to talk about sex with my mother, I'm just not going to do it. And I don't think it's any of her business how my first time went. Okay? So we're just going to move right along. And I think my dad and grandma may actually watch this as well now. So it is definitely none of their business. So, you know, I gotta draw the line somewhere, folks. And I just drew the line. My video is going to be a little bit more serious than the other girls, only because I think everyone, you know, is so eager to talk about sex and how fun it is and exciting and all these things, but and the thing is, we have a lot of baby beavers, we have a lot of viewers that are under 18, and I don't want to come across as that this is a topic that's taken lightly, or this is a topic that, you know, everyone's ready for, because it's not. Sex is extremely serious. You know, it's two people together who are both very vulnerable, and is it great? Of course, but, you know, we have a lot of baby beavers, so I don't want them all to think that they should now run out and, you know, screw like bunnies. Baby beavers, don't do that. Don't go out screwing like bunnies, okay? So the first most important do that I could give you guys, and I hope if you listen to nothing else, you listen to this one, do have respect for you and your body. If you don't have respect for yourself, the person that you're sleeping with is not going to have respect for you, and that's the last thing you want when you're having sex with someone. You're vulnerable, you're doing something you've never done before, you're truly giving yourself to this person, which is the highest gift you could give anyone, is saying, I am willing to give everything I have to you. It's a very vulnerable place, and you have to respect yourself, your mind, your body, the whole package. Do know yourself. Lou mentioned this, and I can't agree with her more. Whether you're a man or woman, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Because the more you know, the better off you are. Trust me, consider it like an NBC PSA. The more you know with the fucking shooting star, but I'm telling you, take matters into your own hands, double click your fucking mouse, see what's going on, and just be comfortable with you, because if you're not comfortable with you, you're not going to be comfortable with someone else. Which gets me into my third do, is try your best to be comfortable. The first time, it's always weird. It's always weird because you're nervous, you know? You're nervous, you're worried, you're scared. It's a lot to take in. It is, and I don't care if, you know, what age you are at your first time, or, you know, even with your first time with a new person, it's scary. Make sure you're comfortable with not only what you're about to do, but with the person. It's so important to be comfortable with the individual you're sleeping with. It just is. Because, I mean, is sex fun? Sure, but it's also, you know, weird shit happens during sex. So you gotta make sure that you're comfortable with this individual, that they're comfortable with you, and you can laugh, and you could play around, and you can make jokes all during. Because the minute that you can't, it's gonna get awkward, and, you know, I'm totally unglamorizing sex for you guys, aren't I? I'm ruining it, is what I'm doing, and I don't want to ruin it, but I'm just saying, stuff may go down during sex that you never thought of or never crossed your mind. Comfort level is so ridiculously important at those times that you're gonna thank me later on. Trust me. Next one is do communicate. I know the other girls have mentioned this, but it is so important to open that lines of communication, open those lines of trust, and just talk. Talk before about it, talk during, talk after, just talk. Talk, tell them what you like, ask them to tell you what they like, and this is very much goes hand in hand with comfort. If you are not comfortable with the person, you are not going to communicate with them. Keep that in mind, folks. Those two, the two C's, both very important and go hand in hand. So you got to be comfortable and you got to communicate. You got to do both. It's a double finger routine. You got to do both. Communicate and comfort. Don't take yourself too seriously, guys. Don't do it. You gotta have fun with this. This has got to be a fun thing. And your first time, you're so nervous in general that if you take yourself too seriously, you're going to be thinking too hard about it. Like, oh my God, am I doing this right? Or, oh my God, should I be touching this? Or should I be touching, you know, whatever that you're touching? Don't, just let it go. Let it flow. Listen to the person you're with. Have the person that you're with listen to you. And, you know, just play it one sex act at a time. So don't have expectations. Don't do it. Please don't. It just ends up bad. You know, don't think it's going to be like this amazing scene from a movie that you saw or this amazing scene from a TV show. It's just not going to be that way. It's going to be amazing in its own right because it's your first time, but it's never going to be that movie moment. Don't expect it. And if it is, if by some sheer miracle your first time was a movie moment, God bless you. Truly and utterly, you deserve a parade. God bless you. And don't have expectations on yourself. Don't think that you have to be the best at everything, because it's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. And again, you know, going back to the don't take yourself too seriously thing, you're going to constantly be thinking, oh my God, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? And that's not going to be fun for you, and it's not going to be fun for them. So just chillax. Don't do anything you don't want to do. If you're uncomfortable with something, you're allowed to say, fuck you, I don't want to do this. You're allowed. And I don't care if you're with a man, a woman, whoever you're with, you just say, no. You know why? Because no means no. That's right. No means no. And if you don't want to do it, you don't do it. Why? Because you respect yourself and your body. Was that not the best tie-in ever? I think it was. Okay, so my last rule is don't say sorry. Don't say sorry during, don't say sorry afterwards. If you don't think you're performing at top-notch levels, don't clue them in on it. Don't say, oh, normally I'm so much better, I'm so sorry. Especially if it's your first time. No one's expecting you to, you know, fucking be Michael Phelps and win 8 golds. They're just not. So don't apologize for only bringing home 3 gold medals. You know what I mean? Just don't do it. It's fine. It's okay. If you apologize and say I'm sorry afterwards, it negates the 3 medals you did bring home. Does that make sense? Just don't do it. Don't. All right, now I'm off to pick next week's topic, which isn't going to be about sex. Sorry. I think we need a sex break.